So you see, mission has grown. But again, 800 abhyasis, 2000 abhyasis of those days, today there are hundreds of thousands of abhyasis. In my first Basant, I said there were 42, including Babuji Maharaj. In 82, the last occasion when Babuji was physically present at Basant, it was 2,800. I have figures because, by nature I like to know what is going on, how many came, how many meals were served. I have records for every occasion I have personally presided over as secretary. Today, on an average, in Madras, on Sundays we have more than 3,000 people. And the food is free. Yet, people say, well, after all, Babuji liked to feed people, Chariji is only doing what his master wanted. It is in that connection I want to tell you what Babuji told to me, which was virtually his last order to me. He said, Parsarthi, maintain discipline in this mission. There is no discipline, and I am the cause of it. I am quoting Babuji Maharaj. He said, I am the cause of it because I have said yes to everything. हमने सबके हाँ में हाँ मिलाते गए. And I came under everybody's compulsion. हम सबके मुरब्बत में आ गए. मोहब्बत में नहीं, मुरब्बत में आ गए. I am quoting in Hindi and English. Babuji said, I have said yes to everybody and I have been a slave of their compulsions, not their love. In Hindi, muhabbat and murabbat. Similar sounding, but with an enormous distinction. One is love, one is compulsion. I said, Babuji, I've been trying hard and we have had a lot of improvement in discipline. But if you want total discipline, I'm afraid everybody will leave. I have said this before, but I say it for the last time today, I hope. He said, Parsarthi, I don't care if everybody leaves, so long as you are there in the mission, it's enough. But I am accused every day, lovingly of course, and with good intention, that there is no discipline. I know it. And I know I am also the cause of it. You see, because the president of the mission, Sri Chandra mission, combines in himself the duty of, shall we say, the chief executive officer of the corporation, which demands total discipline, fiscal, behavioral, name it, it must be total. And he is also the spiritual head of the institution, where it demands understanding, human understanding, compassion, love, merciful attitude, willing to take on his punishment upon myself. Now the problem in maintaining discipline has been how to balance these two functions. As Babuji said, if you have one matchstick, you can light 1,000 candles. But with 1,000 candles and no matches, you can do nothing. India has been a land with thousands of saints, rishis, real ones, who have realized this truth, given up worship and gone into tapasya, which is into deepest introspection and meditation to find out what is it, where is it, why is it, and how am I to become that. This is all that spirituality is, you see. And it cannot go without discipline, personal discipline. When we talk of discipline in the mission, we are talking of group discipline. Now, like the truth, group discipline cannot be enforced because there are people with so many needs. One wants cheap food, one wants free food, one wants cheaper books, one wants books in Hindi, one in Urdu, one in Tashkent. So it's impossible to fulfill this here. There is a clamor of voices raised for a multiplicity of everything. North Indian wants chapati, South Indian wants rice, Englishman wants toast, cheese, butter. Some health-fad people, they want only nuts. I say, you have plenty of it all around you, see. But they don't appreciate the joke unless they're not very hungry. Then they say, yeah, Chariji. If they are, they say, well, don't you think you are one too? I said, yes, for being with you, only a nut can be with nuts. You don't expect an orange in a bag of nuts. So we have to handle situations with humor where it is possible, with that little, Gallic shrug, where that is indicated, or just politely walking away. Hardly establishes discipline, never maintains discipline, cannot ever enforce discipline. So, like Sahaj Marg, as a practice, discipline as a way of life can be only tackled by tackling individuals, making each one disciplined, by making him conscious that without discipline his life has no direction. It's like a driverless car, where it will go, whom it will kill, you don't know. To get this message through individual after individual in an organization which has grown from a few hundred to a few 100,000 today requires the cooperation of preceptors more than abhyasis. Why? Because there is this unfortunate truth in Sahaj Marg, in our mission, that to discipline preceptors is proving much more difficult than to discipline abhyasis. Because they say we are powerful people. Babuji has said, you have the same power that I have. Use it for the welfare of human beings. And Babuji also said, the moment I give them a certificate that they are a preceptor, they hang it on the wall and forget everything else. Look, there have been preceptors who have also said, sit here, you will get transmission from Babuji's picture. While they went around, bought vegetables, bought wheat for chapatis, fired their wives, and came back and said, that's all. There still are. And when you try to discipline preceptors, when I'm talking now of myself, when I try to discipline preceptors, it's indeed very tough. It is like, trying to discipline an undisciplined child of your own. You can't beat it. Mommy says, please, don't beat it. The school says your child needs to be disciplined. Society says he doesn't have a boy, he has a brat. Like Vankatro, John Vankatro. What shall we do? The parent's dilemma is the president's dilemma, is the governor's dilemma, is the president of India's dilemma. You remember what I said a few days back, that when Babuji offered to give me the ultimate power that no human has possessed, I said no. Because he said, why? You were surprised. I said, because I don't have your patience. I will only use that power to destroy this world and recreate a new one. No problem of transforming brick by brick, man by man, boat by boat, And he laughed. And he said, Parthasarthi, when you take up my position as you have to, you will find that you cannot do it, even when you are able to do it. So this is a situation where I am able, but I cannot. Previously, it was a situation where I could not and did not have the ability to. Before that, I had a situation where I could and did. You see how, as you grow higher up the spiritual scale, you get more and more powers with less and less permission to use them, or less and less permission to use less and less of them. Ultimately, you can lose no power at all, but have to do everything with love. So spirituality can also be defined as a way of growing up, where you have ultimate power to do everything that you wish, and slowly that power you still possess, but the permission to use it is getting reduced little by little. And at the end you have love and no power. And with that love you have to conquer now. Love conquers all, Babuji said. So have many poets. And I must say, with no degree of surprise either to men or women, that love has not even managed to conquer women yet. So one half of humanity is excluded. This is no disrespect for women. Nor do I imply that men are cowards and cannot do anything. It is because for love to transform, you must have somebody who is willing to be transformed by that love. Isn't it? He says, okay, love me more, let me see how much you can love me. What to do? So we wait patiently, and it does happen One cannot say it does not happen because in God's realm, according to the old saying, the mills of God grind slowly but surely. So slowly means patience from our side, surely means action from His side. So it would appear that we have to be patient in the sure knowledge that sometime, somewhere, when He wishes, it will happen. But as a rational human being running a worldly organization with a spiritual purpose, how far are we supposed to be patient? How long are we supposed to be patient? Does patience have a limit? When I asked this question to Babuji, he said, no, patience has no limit. You cannot wait at a bus stand for 5 minutes and be patient and say, I'm patient for heaven's sake. The moment you say, I'm patient for heaven's sake, he said, then you're not patient, you're impatient. You only waited 5 minutes, not patiently. Patience means you don't know the time, you don't know anything. You stand there, no consciousness of space-time. When your bus comes, you get in happily and you go. So you see, it's a big demand that love makes. Patience, faith, love. Your child is misbehaving, patience, faith, love. Your dog has run away, patience, faith, love. Our bingo ran away one day and everybody was in tears. We telephoned all round. Eventually, 2 days later, a girl appeared and said our dog was in the house. It was standing outside that Amma Nana, near that hotel, in the bus stand, not knowing where to go perhaps. When this child saw it, and they are dog lovers, she took it home with her. It had no tag on its collar to show who it belonged to or anything. They kept it. Finally, somehow they got together, that house and our house, and Bhargav and Krishna went. And the moment they entered, Bingo stood up and barked. So they accepted that it was our dog and released it to us. Patience, faith. So you see, discipline has to be administered lovingly, faithful to the ideal that discipline must be established. Hopefully that patience will be established, yet in a state of surrender that with His help alone I can do it.